Okay, I want to share with you something that I'm quite excited about. So this is my go-to product. This LDC has been my go-to product for so long. I shower with it, shave with it, do the dishes, clean the car. It is phenomenal. You can put it in your window screen, wipers, etc. The one thing that I don't use this for is the floors. For a reason that if you do put it onto the floors, it might cause people to slip when it's wet. So that's where Super 10 comes in, and I use Super 10, basically floor areas, etc., etc. And you can go look up what the usages are, but I'm not talking about them individually. I'm actually going to talk about them together. A combination that I think is just out of this world. I use it routinely for doing dishes. Like if I want to conserve water, I don't want to kind of just take the LDC, squeeze it in there, put it in the basin and start foaming up and washing and that sort of stuff. Sometimes it's just 3 or 4 plates or cups that I want to do. Or I just want to clean a window, clean something where people don't walk. This is phenomenal. It kind of works on dishes so much better than LDC on its own for some reason. Now, if you're using LDC, it's perfect, it cleans. But the dynamic, and look here, I'm not a person that works in the kitchen all the time. I'm just kind of giving you my experience. It's used even, if I run out of G1, I use the same mixture, a cup of this mixture that I'm going to show you now, and put that into the dishwasher. I haven't tried it in the dishwasher yet, but I put it into the washing machine with the clothes. It does an incredible job. So let me show you what it is. For those of you who know that I've done a tutorial already how to dilute these. This is 1:5 LDC. I've shown that video. Maybe I'll leave a link where you see how to dilute 1:5 from an LDC to create this dilution. And then also we're looking at Super 10 1:10 dilution. So I've got 5 liters of 1:10 and 5 liters of 1:5 of LDC. Okay, we got that combination. Once again, just go check the video. This is the key to the dilution. Don't try and mix it otherwise. Get your 5 liters, dilute the things, get it, and then I just brought this here so that you could see it's this. I'm pouring it in here. This is 500 ml, not 500 ml, 250 ml. It's a cup measurement. Okay, so I've thrown it in here. And the reason I wanted to do this was to show you the mixing bottle. When you're going to put this into the mixing bottle, there is a line here, and you don't actually have to measure it. I've done it for you, but I'm showing you this so that you can see it for yourself. So I've got 250. This is 500 ml. I'm going to throw this in here. Okay, and I'm going to show you where this line comes up to. It lines just exactly onto this line over here. I'll give a photo and show you which it is. And that's 250. So when you do this dilution, you don't have to second guess it. That is you put in one of these substances up until that line, and the other one up to the 500 ml. So you are basically going 250 ml of the one and 250 ml of the other, and that forms the solution. I think you could call it Super L. By the time I post this video, maybe I have a good name for it, but it's a combination. One thing that I can suggest is that you do not mix this ahead of time in another 5 liter. I've done that before, where I take 50% of Super 10 and 50% of the LDC, put it in a container, but it takes me such a while to use it, use the product, that after a time it reacts differently, and the texture, the context of the liquid becomes a bit different. So I'd advise you actually mix it when you need to use it. And this would last me, per week I go through one of these, because I don't only use it for the dishes, I use it for a whole lot of other cleaning stuff. So I'm going to throw this out again. And I'm going to actually show you the dilution process together here now. What I do suggest is that you can put in the Super 10 first, because it doesn't foam as much as the LDC. And pretty much you can put it in here and throw it out there. I'm going to just aim and see where we can get it to, where I can go without spilling. I'm going to angle it here, and let's just go Super 10 first. So this dilution is going to be 50-50 of these two mixes, okay? Okay, there we go. So that's what we've done. If you can see that, it's taken it up to the line. That is 50%. That's Super 10. And I'm going to top it to the 500 ml mark with the LDC. Just remember that if you throw too fast, it might foam up there. So just take your time with it. Now I'm going to do the LDC, and let's put that in. And let me just check where the 500 ml mark is. Okay, what's the line right on top that goes all the way around? I can see that. So now it's LDC. Remember, it's 1 in 5 LDC, and we've just done 1 in 10 Super 10 in. And it's coming close to the mark. There we go. A little bit more. Oh, I thought I wasn't going to spill. There we go. There we've got the full 500 ml, and it will have more of the red color than the yellow. And this is what works phenomenal. Okay, let's call it Super L. This is Super L, which is a combination of Super 10 and LDC in these dilutions. And there we go. And so I have in the kitchen, I have LDC in the mixing bottle. And I've got Super 10 in the spray bottle, which we use for house cleaning in there. But I keep this near the sink. So when a dish comes, or that pot, that single one, it's a matter of taking there a few squirts on it. Even in a cup, if you have something to drink and you want to wash it, 1 or 2 squirts into the cup, rinse it out, clean it, and let it dry over there. So you don't let all the stuff sort of accumulate. And I would probably give a feedback video when you start using it in a dishwasher and see how that works, whether it creates too much foam, etc. But the clothing, I'll take all this, and it might be too much to start off with. You can try less, you can try half a cup, but I'll take this combination and use a half a cup of that. Or you could go a cup, a cup which is basically half of this. A cup is 250 mils. And I have not really calculated the sum total if you only use it for your laundry. But I assume that you out of this, you're at least going to get, this is 10 liters. You most likely get 20 of these, and therefore, and they're still left in the bottles themselves, okay, that you can further dilute. But just taking this into account, you could get 40, say 45, 50 washes with this combination, if you just used it for washing. But again, use it for washing, use it for dishes, use it for, I prefer using this in the car, in the wiper thing, because it brings the power of Super 10 and the power of LDC together nicely. Okay, so yeah, that's it. So Super L, maybe you get into using that. Yeah, fantastic.